Greetings. I'm Lori Templeman from Lincoln City Parks and Recreation. Today we are going to do a special format. I am certified in Dr. Lamb's Tai Chi for Health programs, and today we will do a sampling of Qigong and Tai Chi movements to help improve your immunity and reduce stress. No equipment is necessary, just some comfortable space to move around. All exercises can be performed standing or seated in a chair. Please remember to listen to your body and do what's comfortable for you. Let's begin by focusing on our Tai Chi breathing. Let's begin with a gentle warm-up of 2 Tai Chi movements for every major joint in our body. Let's start with our head and neck, getting into our tall upright stance, sinking into our knees a little bit, and our arms are by our side. We begin inhaling, our hands up in front to about chest height. Our palms turning in, pressing in, tucking our chin. Our palms turning forward, pressing forward, and our hands and chin float down. And again, inhaling up, exhaling in, inhale forward, exhale down. And one more time, moving as if we're pushing against or through a gentle resistance. With our hands and head flowing up, let's turn our left palm up, our right palm pushing down and turning our chin and hand over to the side. Back to center, our palms pass by, and let's turn our head to the right, just moving through a comfortable range of motion. All of our Tai Chi movements are slow, fluid, and continuous. Let's bring our hands down for our shoulders. Let's roll our shoulders forward. And then back. Opening up our stance a little bit, gathering up some energy, lifting up any height we'd like to reach, and then pressing and sinking down through center. Stepping in for our spine, let's hold a ball in front of our waist with our left arm on the top, turning to our left, bring the ball with us, rolling the ball over in our hands, and then turning from our waist to the right. Side to side. From center, our left palm pressing up toward the ceiling, right palm toward the floor. Back to the ball. Let's roll it over in our hands and stretch up with the other side. This is more of a spine stretch, feeling length from within, and we want to keep our arms in a gentle curve, softening our elbows. Let's do one more set. Our hands come down. For our hips, our hands floating up in front to about chest height, and then pressing our hands behind as we take our left heel forward and tap to the front, and then our toes tap back, hands raising toward chest height. And again. You can always have a little rest in the middle, tapping in the center before the front to back tap. Pressing behind so we can transfer our weight and tapping heel forward, toes back. As our hands come down, imagining we're pushing a wall away over to our right, tapping our left toes out to the side. Still gazing forward. Let's transfer our weight across, press and tap. Let's make soft fists down by our hips. We're relaxed and open in our chest. As we sink our weight into our right foot, let's place our left heel to the front, placing our toes down, and as we transfer our weight, delivering a front punch with our right hand, pulling back, stepping back in. Other side. Place your heel, put your toes down, transferring our weight, pulling back in. Very deliberate weight transference here, which is great for balance, great for stability. Back to our starting position. Working on our knees again, we'll start off by tapping our toes to the front with our left foot, delivering a front punch, pulling back in, stepping back in, and then our other side. Light toe tap, forward punch. This is version number 1. Or version number 2, our knee can lift up and do a low kick out with our punch, pulling in, stepping down. Lifting our knee to a comfortable height if we're doing the kick, extending out from there, bending in and down. Let's do one more set, either version. Now to finish with our ankles, place our hands on our abdomen, on our dantian, that's said to be our center of energy. And we'll just tap our left heel and then our toes. Switching across, right side. Over to our left, tapping the outside of our foot and the inside of our foot. Switching over one more time on our right. Back in center, our hands lifting up. Easing down. And that's our warm-up. Next, we'll practice a few repetitive Qigong movements. For the Qigong movements, they're repetitive movements where we're going to circulate our energy, and we'll start off in the same stance as Tai Chi. We can open up our feet anywhere from shoulder to hip distance apart, or a comfortable width if you're sitting in a chair. Our spine is upright and lengthened, and we sink down into our hips and soften our knees just a little bit. Our first move is called Gather the Chi. Lifting our hands up as we inhale, our palms turning in toward our body, and then sinking down in front of our face, past our heart, down to our Dantian energy center. And again, inhale, gather up some energy, and let it sink and absorb through your body. Let's do 3 more. Always good to go in multiples of 3. We've gathered some energy. Let's circulate it through our body, lifting up from our hips toward our heart, turning our palms down, pressing down, sinking toward our Dantian, and then lifting up toward our heart again. Remember to move as if we're pushing against a gentle resistance like dense air or water. And our third movement, lifting up toward our heart, spiraling our palms up toward the ceiling, pressing toward the sky, letting our hands float down to our side. And again, whatever no longer serves you, offer it up, press toward the sky, releasing it to the universe. Now we've gathered, stored, and released the excess of our energy. Let's put the 3 movements together back to back. From the beginning, in our same stance, inhale, gather up some energy, and let it sink. Moving our energy throughout our body. Offering up what we'd like to release, and let it go. Let's do 2 more rounds. Now let's move into another Qigong energy movement. Really great, simple movement that you can do anytime, anywhere. With the same stance, let's bring our hands out in front of our chest with our fingers pointed up. You can imagine there's a beach ball between your chest and your hands. This helps us expand and loosen our joints a little bit. It's as if we have our hands the distance of our head approximately. Let's expand the ball to about the width of our shoulders and then pressing back in. We can imagine a beach ball is expanding within our hands and then we're pushing a little air out of the beach ball. Opening and closing. Let's do 3 extra because it feels so good. hands reach forward and slowly come down to our side. Next, we'll paint the wall. Our feet are a little bit closer together, knees still soft, and our hands beginning by our side. Our hands flow up in front to about chest height. Our palms turn forward, and then we lower our hands back down. Rising slightly on our inhale, sinking on our exhale. It's as if we're painting the wall with our fingernails on the way up, and then our fingerprints on the way down. Our arms settling by our side, and let's add some footwork to this. We'll change the name a little bit and we'll call it open and close the door. With our hands by our side, everything in Tai Chi begins to the left, so we'll begin with our left leg. Shifting our weight into our right leg first as our hands flow up to chest height. Let's place our left foot out to the side. Put your toe down, your heel down, and then as you transfer your weight center, our hands come down. And then as we close the door, our hands come up, weight goes into our right leg, left foot stepping in, weight even as we lower. Let's open the door to our right. The step is a comfortable distance. Can really work on mindful weight transference, synchronizing our arms and our legs in unison, opening left. And let's open and close the door once more to each side. And after completing your movements, whether it's a sequence or a number of repetitions of a Qigong movement, it's always nice to finish and just allow a moment to settle, have a moment of stillness before continuing on to the next exercise or continuing on with your day. We'll finish up with a few gentle wind down exercises. Wind down exercise number 1, we make soft fists, lightly punching our thighs. Just a gentle tap, releasing a little tension in our legs. Exercise movement number 2 is tense and relax. As we inhale, we can make soft fists, tensing, tightening up our muscles. Exhale, let it all go. Again. One more time. And as we've done before, deep breath in. You may want to step out a little wider, pressing through the middle. Again. One more time. And we open and close each session with the traditional wushu greeting. The fist represents strength. Our right fingers are together in friendship over the top of our fist, and we have a loose thumb on top for humility. Thank you for joining me. Hope to see you again soon.